Hey, Coach Wooten here. One, I want to say thank you for those of you who replied or sent a message about my last video. I know many of you replied to me personally. Hey, write it online. Let people see what you got to say. You know, if you disagree or agree, let them know. I'm fine. There's a reason why I'm putting it out here. I want to spark some interest. So the biggest comment that I got is that high school coaches are understaffed. I completely agree. Maybe we need to have a sit down with our athletic directors and tell them, how in the world do you expect me to coach 100 kids? Imagine if I was in a classroom with 100 kids. How many teachers would I have? 100-kid classroom. Football team. How many people are on a football team? I know last school I coached at, there were 105 football players. We had 140 girls on the team, right? They had 6 coaches, right? Oh, wait, they need positional coaches. Same thing. We need positional coaches. So for us, we should easily have a sprint coach, jump coach, throw coach, and a distance coach, right? So if we're going to talk about that we're understaffed, we as coaches need to have a talk with our athletic directors. The next thing is coaches. We got to fight at the school board level to say, why don't we get paid more? I know football coaches get paid more than us. There's some changes we can make, but we need to look at this thing differently. You know, we've been talking about for years. I know I've been talking to coaches who've been in this game longer than me and have been saying the same issues we have is we're understaffed. We don't get paid enough. Guess what? Part of that's our fault, coaches, right? We don't want to go have that conversation with the AD. The second thing I was attacked with was, oh, I could say that because I'm a private coach. You know, you get more time to train with the kids. Actually, no, I get a whole lot less time, right? High school coach, you get the athlete 5 days a week. Then on the weekend, right, you can train 6 days if you want, right? And you get 2 hours a day with them each time. Sometimes I get kids once a week for an hour. Or we do our off-season training where we come 4 days a week for an hour and a half, you know, that whole time. We are just really diligent about what we do, right? Oh, I get paid more. Well, yeah, I get paid more because this is my job, right? So I went out and I decided that I was going to become a private coach. If I did football, no one would be mad that I'm a football quarterback coach charging. No one would be mad that I'm a lacrosse coach charging. No one would be mad if I'm a soccer coach charging. But you say track and field, oh, now it's a problem that I'm charging. When yet and still all those other sports steal our ideas of how to be faster, how to jump higher, in order to make their money, right? And my last piece in this is, you know, I get it. Everybody's going to say to me, oh, well, it's a sport that's supposed to be for lower income. Bro, I want you to see, why is it that all these kids keep getting new spikes every season? Why is it this kid walking around with a $1,000 phone and $400 headphones and, I mean, clothes that cost more than everything I got on? And you talking about it's a low income sport? You know what they do in the other sports is, if somebody has a hardship, they have them write a letter to the organization and then they give them a discount based on their hardship. But yet and still, we want to speak for everybody to say, hey, they can't afford it. Right? Now, I'm not against club teams that don't want to charge, right? Don't want to charge a lot. That's your prerogative. I get it. If that's the program you want. Listen, I was head coach of a really good club team that was started with that whole idea, and it works for them, right? But I'm tired of giving away my time for free, right? I want to get paid the way I put in. I coach hard. I put in a lot of time. I want to get paid for my knowledge and my expertise. So don't come at me because I want to charge, right? I'm not coming at you because you don't want to charge. What I'm saying is, coaches, no matter if you charge or don't, you coach at high school, college, whatever level, make sure if you're going to take the job, you do the job. Don't sit back and complain, oh, well, because of this or that, and you're not willing to put in the work to know what you're doing to coach well. If we're understaffed, guess what? We have to find a better way to coach. You have to start understanding how to coach multiple levels of athletes together, right? Take some time. Right? A freshman doesn't need to come out right away competing in every meet. Guess what? Hold them back a few meets. until they get more time to train and then let them into the races. There's nothing wrong with that. You're allowed to do that. Yeah, and guess what? They might be a little hungrier, realizing why they don't get to run and compete yet. Right? So let me know what your thoughts are.